Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 27 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got a 2-win streak going here, and that puts me in a pretty good spot, I think, motivation-wise, to try and win as Magdalene here. I know we've had a rough go with her so far in this series, but I have a good feeling. X2TX V8AE. AE as an American Eagle, or like, that one TV channel A&E? I don't know what that stands for. It's like something entertainment. American entertainment. Everything's freaking American, man. I guess that's just the capitalist society we live in. Okay, you're 30 seconds into the video. Don't go off on your high horse or your soapbox or whatever you want to stand up on. Just enjoy the game, you know? Because you gotta enjoy the game for the game to enjoy you. The game is not going to let you win as Magdalene unless you allow the game to work its magic. The moon card could be useful. Could be very useful, depending on what's actually in our secret room. I might just use that after this room. This room sucks, but alright. See, that's the kind of defeatist attitude you want to try and avoid. This room doesn't suck, it's just gonna take a little while to take down, that's all. But if you have the patience and the wherewithal to deal with it, then you should be absolutely fine. Don't even consider boss rush right now. It's so early on in the run, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's a Ouroboros worm, don't really want it. AWAS, probably not necessary. Even if you don't get to boss rush in this run, that's fine. There's always gonna be other runs to do that on. Just try and get a win, for the love of God. And you know what? There might actually be a new sort of win nestled deep in the confines of this run, depending on if we can actually make it that far, because of what we unlocked last time. We unlocked It Lives in the basement. We also unlocked the Void. I don't know if that's going to be within the playing cards for us today, but we also unlocked Sheol, I believe. Sheol and maybe the Cathedral. They're the next 2 floors after the Womb. Yara, I'll use the moon here. The moon. Not great, but it's good to know that it exists. It is access to our shop there if we want that, as long as we can find another bomb. And I'll keep Yara with me. And okay. That's good, because it lets me get this key. And then I can go up here and get Ouija board. Okay. That is honestly fine. Spectral Tears this early on in the game is a pretty nice get. Do I wish that it maybe been paired with something else? Like, you know, those lovely things, like maybe just like a brimstone? You can't get brimstone in the item room. I'm just joshing you. Just joshing you. I wonder who came up with that expression. Do you think it was an actual person named Josh who was just a real freaking kidder, or was it someone who's like had a friend named Josh and they were like, man, that Josh, he's always such a rapscallion. We should make up a phrase that coins his name and immortalizes him forever as the nitwit. I'd like to think it's the latter. Alright. So what would I be saving this Yara rune for anyway? Probably, I don't know, because there's a play that you can make with the Yara rune, but that's not until we unlocked more stuff in the game, and it's one that's, I'm sure, well known to pretty much all Isaac players at this point. Is you can use it on the very, very, very last floor to accomplish something. But as it stands right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and Yara this, if I'm being totally honest. Some extra bombs out of that, and I'll leave those 2 spirit hearts until I've beaten the boss here, so that I have a nice cushion going down to the 2nd floor here for our deal with the devil opportunity. And as I've noted before, Maggie getting a deal with the devil as her is probably a very, very good idea, just because she has so much HP to spend on deals with the devil that you can afford to take 1 or 2 and still be in a pretty decent position, even if you don't get any spirit hearts, honestly. Unless it's like 2 hard deals, and then it's like, well, you're in a bit of a tight spot then, aren't you? Or if it's just like really shit deals, then you're kind of up a creek. But I'm gonna hope that that's not gonna be the case for us today. Just gotta finish off these little minions, and we'll be good to go. I don't mean the yellow jelly bean motherfuckers either. Swear to God, you can't say minions and conjure up any other image. The walnut here, I'm not actually fully positive on how it works. Until the end is fine. I think it's something similar to the wishbone trinket, which when that one when it breaks, or when you get hit, it has a chance to break, and when it breaks, it spawns a random item for you. I think the walnut has a similar effect. I'm pretty sure like it breaks at some point when you get hit. I'm just not sure what it'll give me. Maybe some sort of consumables, stat upgrade of some kind. I don't have the first clue, to be honest with you. But what I do know is that the Spirit Heart is very welcome to my repertoire of HP right now. In a pretty good spot, honestly, to try and go for that deal with the devil. Alright, what does this treasure room want to give me today? Ooh, 8-inch nails. That's actually really, really good. Damage upgrade, some knockback. Like I said in the previous video, knockback is not necessarily the end-all be-all. In fact, it's honestly probably worse than it is good most of the time. But in exchange for the damage we get from 8-inch nails here, I am totally fine with it. Plus, our tears are fucking nails. How metal is that, right? Good lord. So out of our deal with the devil, now that I have the nails, I don't necessarily want something like a brimstone or anything like that. I always ask for that one. I know that's like my default go-to for like a run-winning item, and it's very good. But if brimstone showed up, would I take it? Almost unequivocally, yes. But that's just because our tiers aren't super crazy yet, but they have the potential to get there. They're spectral, they're nails. If we get the right sort of conflagration of items here, then I believe we can make these into something greater than the sum of their parts. You know, they can be some fucking badass homing nails with poison tips or something like that. That could be cool. And I think I would take that over a potential just the big blood barrage laser brimstone beam. I've coined that phrase, you might not know. It's very, very common in the Isaac community, the blood barrage, fuck off, laser, whatever I said, brimstone. That's the shorthand way to refer to brimstone. It might not seem like it because it's longer than the actual word brimstone, but believe you me, there's an acronym involved. It's I don't know. This joke's gone off the rails before it even started, I'm pretty sure. Magic Scab is fine. The deal with the devil is Guppy's Collar and Ghost Baby. I'll take Guppy's Collar for the precedent and for the Guppy potential, and also Guppy's Collar is just a good item. Ghost Baby is not, unfortunately. Although I suppose he would match my spectral tears. Would have a little baby friend. I'll try this out. No, I'm just gonna fool out on out of here. Probably should have saved the Fool card for this room, if I'm being totally honest. That would have been the smarter play, but it is what it is. It would have saved me half a Spirit Heart, which is not going to be... Which, at the very least, I hope is not going to be the run changer for me. This guy can fuck right off, though. It can... Thank you. Jesus. Jeez Louise. Those are some of my least favorite enemies, honestly. Let's try this. Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. Neither is that. Okay, well let's just clear this out, and then try and go for this instead. Okay, the matchstick. I think I want to keep the walnut. I want to see if I can discern what it does over the course of this run. So that way, even if I don't have any sort of win, I'll at least have newfound knowledge. And isn't knowledge what we're all striving for in the end? Who cares how many mom kills you get or how long your win streak is? What matters is the journey along the way and the knowledge you've accrued during it. Makes you a better human being and a smarter and more astute Isaac player. In theory, anyway. In practice, I'm not so sure, because look at this damage I'm taking. I'm already down to 0 Spirit Hearts, so that's good. We do still have the Yum Heart, though, so that's totally fine to fall back on, and our odds of getting a deal with the devil on this floor just because we got one on the last floor, it's a lower chance. Dead Tooth is honestly pretty good in my admittedly limited experience with it. But it's basically like, it's like the virus, as in like poison contact damage, except you don't have to be in contact with the enemy, so you just have to be very, very close, like that. And the poison damage is still good. I don't think it has the same chance as like Black Hearts or Serpent's Kiss to give you Black Hearts when enemies die of poison. But it's good to have the extra damage in any form that it takes, really. I gotta watch out for that big motherfucker, because he's gonna do full 2 hearts if he hits me. And I can take a half a heart and stomach the deal with the devil loss. 2 hearts of damage would be a little more painful, I think. All right, I already did get the item room. It was halitosis. Sorry, Dead Tooth. The subtext was halitosis. And I know I said 8-inch nails was like pretty good in terms of like a damage upgrade, but I'm starting to, even though I just got it on like the last floor or whatever, I'm starting to feel the burn a little bit from it not having quite enough oomph in order to sustain me here. Can't sustain my releases. Bangarang you to pieces. So I'm hoping that we can get some other form of damage increasing potential. Even like a Tears upgrade would be totally cool. If I could just fire like a laminar stream of nails, that would be awesome. Fuck yeah. Alright, these guys are actually pretty easy to get with Dead Tooth as well, because they just stand totally still. Really, stationary enemies are our best friends at this point in the game. Also, these guys are pretty slow, so make good use of that. What just happened? Was that the walnut cracking? That must have been, because I lost it. I didn't take a hit, though. So I guess it was just that Stony that walked into me that kind of counted as taking a hit, maybe? I don't fully know. Okay, I definitely took a hit there, but that's okay. There is a heart back here already. I'm not going to take Wiggle Worm. I'll take Wiggle Worm. I can't say no to you, Wiggle Worm. Oh, I can say no to you, Bighorn. Man, this guy. Fun fact, in the original Binding of Isaac, before the Rebirth release, in classic Isaac, if you will, Wiggle Worm was not a trinket, it was a passive item. It was just an upgrade that you had and could not get rid of. Liberty Cap is ultimately going to be better than Wiggle Worm, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it like literally 2 rooms after I picked it up. I suppose, you know, keep on, because Liberty Cap's not going to benefit us in this room at all. It doesn't change anything until you go into the next room with it, I'm pretty sure. So just keep Wiggle Worm for this boss fight anyway. Who knows, it could make the difference. Not likely, but it could make a shot that would otherwise have missed. Strike gold, strike while the iron's hot. Not the correct phrase to be using, but it's okay. Heyo. This guy, I feel like, okay, I guess I am doing decent-ish damage, because I am wearing down Bighorn of all bosses faster than I would have expected to. Thank God he's not throwing those hot bombs, by the way, that do contact damage. Those things are the fucking worst. Sorry about the Harley Davidson outside. My God, that was loud. Alright, I don't own a motorcycle or really know anyone who owns a motorcycle, so if there are any motorcycle owners listening or watching this video, tell me, is it like just an instinct or some preternatural sense that tells you you need to rev your engine as loud as possible at all times to let everyone in a 20-block radius know that you have a motorcycle and you're a badass? Is that something that enters your cognitive process, or does it just happen? Because I would love to know, because more than once I have had a recording sort of marred by motorcyclists outside. Maybe that's partially my fault for living along the main thoroughfare of my town here. Main thoroughfare. You know what? Liberty Cap gets trumped by AAA batteries, so we're just having a massively upgrading hierarchy of trinkets at this point, which is pretty good. if the next trinket that could appear would be like Cancer or fucking Curved Horn, I'm all in. That's like the end game as far as trinkets go. Alright, and you can see 8-inch nails actually knocks these guys like off course and sends them careening the other direction, so it's a little unideal for dealing with them. But it's okay. Thankfully they have a very predictable pattern. It's like playing Pong with bombs, which is fucking badass, if I might say. If I say so myself, that is quite indubitably badass. Hey, get over here. There we go. One more guy hiding out here, yeah. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, this room should not be taking extraordinarily long. I guess there were a lot of champion enemies in this room, so maybe that's why I'm sort of not feeling like my damage is all that great. When in reality, it's honestly doing fine. I could open up Found HUD and see what the actual damage number is to put it into context, but I don't want to sadden myself. And again, I like the mystery of not knowing exactly where your damage is at, like just having to eyeball it, get a good feel for what the damage is, you know? And I feel like this damage could stand to be a little better. Dead Tooth is putting in some good work. I will not dispute that. And I do want that stone chest in there, because that could be like a cricket's head or something, which would be a... It's not likely to be, but it would be a nice game changer. Okay. Got one of our bombs back, if nothing else, and some money. Basically traded a bomb for 2 coins, which is a pretty bad trade, if I'm being totally blunt. Oh my lord. Do you see this? Oh god. I'm running the fucking gauntlet here. This is the problem with these portal rooms, I'm telling you. I saw a mod that like gives all portals 1 HP. I think that would be a nice mod to have installed. But unfortunately, having mods installed also negates achievements, so I wouldn't be able to make any further progress with that mod. Which makes sense, like the developers want you to play the game as intended. You can't just make a mod that gives you some ridiculous bullshit or even just a slight advantage that you think is against something that you consider to be unfair. It's like the developers, it's their game. They get to decide what's fair and what's not. To some extent, anyway. Although I hear they are working on a way to make cosmetic mods, that is, mods that just change the appearance of things and not actually how they work. Trying to make those so that they don't disable achievements, which, from a programming standpoint, sounds like it's a bit of a challenge, I would say, based on my limited knowledge of programming and coding. I don't think it's impossible. There's like hardly anything that I could even think of that would be impossible with the right amount of code and the good coders behind it. But I don't know, maybe you could put like a flag that's like, hey, these attributes of this code only attribute to the cosmetics, so if these are changed in the mod, then don't disable achievements. I don't know. I don't know how the underlying code of this game really even works. I haven't gone a lot into that. I've done some like minor modding that doesn't involve any Lua, just to get a sort of feel for how the whole modding system kind of works, but beyond that, nothing too extravagant. Alright, so let me see if our item room is over here. It looks like it could be. By the way, I'm not very proud of the damage I've been taking on this run so far. Hold on, I think is my cat like scratching at the door? Hey, do you want out? She's like looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. She's giving me the most judgmental stare of all time. Alright, well, I took damage because of you, Manu, because I paused at exactly the wrong time. Thanks. It's okay, it's not like it's not like it's damage that I would have avoided on my own, given how my, play has been in this video. Honestly, like, this is not that bad of a run. It could stand to be better, certainly, but it's no lead run. That's all I can say. I think I'm just like kind of playing a little bit shitty, which is just egg on my face more than anything. This is one that we just unlocked recently, Fate's Reward. I think we actually just unlocked that in the last video, possibly. I think for like beating Hush as Blue Baby, potentially. Ooh, that could be good, actually. The 9-volt? 9-volt plus AAA battery is like the dream when it comes to spacebar items. It turns all 3 charge items into 1 charge items. It'll turn my Yum Heart into a 2 charge item. That would be so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually try and explore and gather up just a single coin more. That's all I need to make that work. So I'll look around. I have some bombs to explore for the secret room if it comes to that. Secret room can often contain money. Yeah, so Fate's Reward here, basically, I think it just like fires our own tiers. Ooh, a speed up. That's actually huge, is Maggie. It fires our own tiers with all their respective effects, but I think it only has like half the tier rate or something, or possibly even less of our own tiers. So it's there. Not the world's greatest item, but you know, I won't kick it out of bed. I found pills. Still waiting on the mod that makes that pill worth something. What could it be worth? The I found pills pill. Oh, I don't know. Maybe just like a random stat upgrade that's like indiscernible unless you have found HUD on. Which would make it quite discernible to most people, I suppose, but alright. Let's see if we can make this work. Might actually try and play this sacrifice room a little bit just because I could get a coin from it. And I think the opportunity cost of missing out on 9 volts is better than... Yeah, see, exactly. Just get a coin straight up. Maybe that. I could actually play that sacrifice room a little bit more probably if I wanted to. But I don't necessarily think I need to. Because I don't know what I stand to necessarily gain from doing that. Let's go ahead and moon just to see what our secret room's about. Man, that's the second one of these. Bomb some shit. Let's see if we can get a magic mush or a mini mush or something. No luck today, but we do have another I found pills pill. Who knows, maybe if you take 20 in the same run, it does something. It's just something that no one's never tried to test. Because I found pills is garbage. Alright, well let's poison you with Dead Tooth. Like I said, in terms of Dead Tooth anyway, stationary enemies and bosses are my favorites. And we do actually still have an okay deal with the double chance here. I think it's probably something like 30-ish%, which, you know, it's not great. If you told me I had like a 30% chance to live through some heinous ordeal, I would probably refrain from undergoing said heinous ordeal. Because I'm like, I don't like those odds. But, you know, there's still the chance. It's not unfathomable. Alright, didn't get it today, though. Do get Mr. Dolly, which is a range and tiers upgrade, so that's honestly pretty good. Got some spirit hearts out of it as well. There's so many benefits to Mr. Dolly. It's just like one of those items that you see and you're always happy to have it. Even if like you don't get any benefit from the range because you have like Ludovica technique or brimstone or whatever and it's like infinite range, you're still happy it's there. It's like, man, it has something for everyone. Don't have the range, it's got range. Don't have a good tier rate, it's got that too. And hey, if you're good on both of those, but you need some health to fall back on, there you go. All right, now my cat probably definitely wants out. I'm not sure. Oh god, I'm sure you can hear her going a little bit nuts in the background. Hold on, menu. Just let me finish this room and get this tinted rock. I know your feline brain does not necessarily understand these words, but trust me, it was worth it. Alright, come on. Come on, girl. Get over here. Come join the party. Oh, boy. Sit on the lap. Stay a while, or at least for like the next minute before you just jump off and go to your own devices again. Because she doesn't stick around for very long if I'm not petting her, and clearly I'm not in any sort of place to be petting her at the current moment. Oh, it's another king champion. These guys are my arch enemies. Wait, he's not a king anymore. What happened? I stole his kingness from him. I stole the crown. It's mine now. Get away. You can't have it back. Oh my god, this guy has so much HP. Holy hell. Crystal Skull or Cursed Skull or whatever it is. Not interested. Much more interested in AAA battery 9-volt Yumheart. That is a pretty solid combination. There are better spacebar items to get this this loadout with, but man, no Spirit Hearts out of that? Usually you get at least one. Oh well. We don't strictly need it at this moment, so. Would have been nice, of course. Alright. So boss rush is no longer an option. It's not been an option for a couple minutes now. Hush is still theoretically in the cards, because that's something we have to concern ourselves with now, is being able to get to the Hush fight in order to get those unlocks, but it's not looking too likely. Wow, that was really good damage. Not looking too likely. Infamy is huge. Because we'd have to go through like the next 3 floors, I think, in a matter of 6 minutes or so. Don't think that's in the cards for us today. It's just gonna be fine. It's fine. We still have other things to get. We still have to beat fucking Mom's heart as Maggie, so let's start simple with that before we get into too many more difficult prospects. Right, do I want to go to that shop? Possibly. Probably not, though. If you can manage to swing more money somehow, I'll be all in, but because I have the keys to make use of it, just not the money. I do think Fate's Reward is actually a bit of an unsung hero in this run right now. It's not saving our run by any means, but you know, I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage with him around. Maybe it's just because I haven't gotten any huge DPS upgrades since 8-inch nails. Mr. Dolly is pretty good, but it's not super noticeable in the long term. I don't think it's a huge tiers upgrade, but it's better than no tiers upgrade. So I suppose I should just beggars can't be choosers, as the saying goes. And I guess that's probably it for this floor then, isn't it? We should just go fight the boss. Take a crack at it. We should have a guaranteed deal with the devil here, provided we don't get hit way too much on this war fight, which we're off to a great start on that front. My god. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna actually fucking miss this deal with the devil now. Oh boy. I was just trying to get that TNT, man, and Ward was being an asshole about it. Look at that shit-eating grin. Alright. At least he runs close enough to me that I can strike some terrible bad breath in his face. How do you like this, War? Feel the wrath of garlic and onions. Sweet. Okay, we actually did get a deal with the devil. Is it worth anything? Sin robes is absolutely worth, ceremonial robes, I'm sorry. Absolutely worth something. Now we are in a pretty good spot, I would say. Not that we weren't necessarily in a great spot before. It's just that we could have, we were still looking to grow, and I think ceremonial growth provides the growth that we need. Did I say ceremonial growth? I'm such an asshole. Oh, man. More like incremental growth, am I right? Heyo, what is that, a 4-mana card that's like +1 to 1, +2 to another, +3 to the third? I haven't played Magic in at least a week, so... I don't go out to any sort of gaming hobby shops to play Mana on Friday nights or anything. To play Magic on Friday nights. They wouldn't let me in calling it fucking Mana. Jeez Louise. But I do have some friends and we like to get together and play various games like that. Dungeons and Dragons, you know. Magic the Gathering. Because I have to be the most super nerd of all time and play all these cliche things. Oh hey, my cat's about to hop off. I think that was a new moon record, though, for the amount of time that she spent with me in a single recording. I don't know what did it. Is it these two fucking fly hive enemies, Minu? I'm not a fan of them either. I know you don't like flies. They're always buzzing the fuck around and making her think that she's going crazy. She just like stares at him and just like, what, where'd it go? It's so fast, so fast. It's like a cat and a laser pointer. Alright. So we got one last item room to try and swing on this run. Range up is pretty nice as well. I don't think I necessarily need it. But better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. As I say, that's my phrase that I coined. Don't you ever let anyone tell you differently. You ever hear that quote from like someone on TV or anything, or just someone you're talking to in the street in casual conversation? You let them know. ArgonMatrix came up with that shit. ArgonMatrix of YouTube fame. Hey, don't let your ego get too bloated now, buddy. Now I'm talking to myself like I'm Detective Gumshoe or something. Okay. So that's the mom fight up there. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually probably want to head to both our shop and our item room. If only to donate, but if there is something good on sale at the shop, then that could be nice too. Or I even want to have necessarily. I don't know, let's just have the ultimate spacebar run and just give me the habit. That'd be cool. The habit, 9-volt and AAA battery. My god. Duct tape is not worth replacing AAA battery for by a long shot. Even though we haven't had to use a AAA battery or the Yum Heart in a long time, it's still good to have it. Thank you, Infamy, for blocking that shot. You always forget that you have Infamy before it saves your life once. Granted, that didn't necessarily save my life, quote-unquote, but saved me a single point of damage, which could save my life in the long run. The apple, trick or treat, so it gives us occasional razor tears, and makes our nails coated in applesauce here. So good for that, I suppose. I think this is just something that happens when your damage gets high enough, maybe, is that your nails get this sort of like blood-tipped tinge to them. I'm still looking for the shop, that's right. Head on back. You're not done with this floor yet, buddy. Yeah, I'm not positive if that's why it happens, or if it's just certain items that give you the red tips to your nails. I feel like it's almost always just damage, though. Because I feel like whenever I have it, it's like I never have these red tip nails and low damage. That's what I'm saying. But fly would be nice, and also being able to have some bombs for those would be nice too. But we'll be fine. For that tinted rock, another bomb would be good as well. Might be worth actually investing in a bomb in order to in the shop, I mean. But I feel like I'd rather just donate the 8 cents. Don't know if it'll make a huge difference in the long run donating 8 cents in this one run, but I mean, every donation counts. That's something that I've always lived by. Just like every little bit counts, no matter fucking what. Alright, what do we got? We got Mama Mega. I want it. I want it so bad, but I can't afford it. Do you know why I want it? It's because I can get into boss rush, I think, with Mama Mega. If I'm just gonna play these last rooms, try to swing like a dime or something. A dime that's top of the line. I need some bombs, man. And just hope that I can get Mama Mega, because I desperately want to test this hypothesis. I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen, that Mama Mega does open boss rush even after 20 minutes. That's a bomb. Ooh. This could be good. This could be potentially good. That wasn't the best use of our bomb, probably. Or a single lone bomb, but that's fine. Okay. How do I want... How much are you willing to gamble? Alright. First press this, just in case. It's nothing good at all, but... Leave that black heart on the ground for now. Let's try this out for a little bit. Get some money out of it. Oh, man. I feel blessed. I think that gives me a higher angel chance. But I've already taken a deal with the devil. Money? Oh, we're so close. What the fuck? Oh, it teleported me to the angel room. Oh, that's cool. I'll take Seraphim for sure. But I would love money. No, circle protection's still good, but money though. Fuck. Okay, are there battery charges on the ground here? Anywhere? There's a red heart right there, so I should take that. And looks like there's possibly a battery charge in here. It's walled off. I need a fucking bomb. Oh, man. If I had bombs, if I hadn't squandered them earlier in the run. I'm still going for it. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. Go again. Oh, fuck you. What's this? Why? Why would you do this to me? I need this Mama Mega play. It's gonna be so stupid. It's not even gonna fucking work. I'm just gonna die to Mom. I got key piece 1. What? I didn't even think that was unlocked yet. Come on. Oh, well. Fuck, man. I don't think I can go any deeper than this, because there's like, it gets to a point with the sacrifice room where it either pays out with all these spirit hearts, or pays out with a fuck ton of money. And obviously we've gotten the, former. 13 cents, are you freaking kidding me? I need a single bomb, so I can blow up my donation machine or something, and get Mama Mega, but I don't think it's gonna happen today. Fuck you. Wait. I can maybe go up to that room now, that trap room up there, because I'm at 1 heart, 1 red heart anyway. Let me see, or was this just like a room that I could already get into? So if it is, okay, I can get in here now. What is it? It's a golden chest. With 2 cents! Oh, actually a nickel, so not quite as clutch as I anticipated it being, but still. Now we at least get to test this. It's going to be like a total waste of what Mama Mega's intended for, by the way. Because it's intended for you to like use it at the start of a floor. Like, the ideal payout here would be to take Mama Mega, use it at the start of the next floor in order to swing an advantage there and like destroy all the rooms on that floor. But I gotta see if this opens boss rush for me. That could be huge. I'm also going to use this 1 bomb that we did get to blow up this stone chest. And that had money in it too. Hey, get back here. Hello? Why is this heart running away from me? I just want it to be loved. Alright, actually, so that sacrifice room play seemed a little stupid at the time. I think it was okay though. So Mama Mega, use it here. I think that should work, because that effect will activate on every room that has enemies for the rest of the floor, which is only 1 room. Because it's the boss room. I'm gonna go ahead and donate the rest of this money now. Thank my lucky stars that I actually could make that work. That was so good. Okay. Time to see if we've made magic happen here. If we're gonna get into boss rush at 35 goddamn minutes into this run, I would be stunned. Because I have a feeling that I'm just straight up wrong about this. I also have a feeling that it possibly did happen, but it got patched out. It's time to find out, though. First things first. I saw the boss rush door. Did you see it? It's glowing there. It's there. It's there, man. Oh, it's the dream. I have to wonder, is the boss rush door gonna stay open after I beat Mom? I really hope so. It's there. Use Yum Heart. Old bandage. It's fine. Let's go in. Are you fucking kidding me with this? I blew up all the rocks thanks to Mama Mega. So Charm of the Vampire, the Miter, Pisces, and Big Fan. I guess I'd probably take Pisces Although that is more knockback, so I don't know. The Miter could be good. Charm of the Vampire. Maybe just Big Fan, honestly. Big Fan. My tier rate's fine. I don't need Pisces, and the knockback could be killer. Big Fan. Alright, so... amazingly, against all odds, we are probably going to have boss rush completed as Maggie on this run. This is hilarious. This is a new world, man. Now that I know for a fact that this works, this lends a whole new degree of variance to Mama Mega plays. Save it for the depths 2 at all times, because then you're just guaranteed boss rush. That's so good. I wonder if it works the same way on for the Hush fight. Like if I use it on the Womb 2, will it open up the Hush door? I don't see why not, because I think it's like gated the same way that the boss rush is, but maybe not. That's something to test on a different run, obviously, because we can't very well get another Mama Mega, I'm pretty sure. Unless this boss rush somehow pays out with one, even though we already had one. I doubt it. You know what the ultimate dream would be, is to get Mama Mega plus a question mark card, so that you can use it for one floor, and then use it on the boss rush floor to access things. So I'm getting into some next level fucking strategies. I'm pretty sure I don't even have the question mark card unlocked on this file, so don't get too up on that for things. Go crazy here. By the way, key piece 1 that we got from that self-sacrifice room, pay that no mind for now. That's a bit of a spoiler. Consider it just a bit of a tease for things to come in the future. It's not something that we're necessarily supposed to have just yet. I didn't even realize it was an item that's unlocked at this point. We can't make use of it anyway, unless if we'd kept playing that sacrifice room for long enough, we possibly could have made use of it. I'm not fully sure. By the way, even if I do hemorrhage like a ton of HP on this boss fight, or on this boss rush, I think I'll still be fine. Just because, are you gonna pop back up? Thank you. Just because I have a Yumheart AAA battery 9-volt, so every single wave, Yumheart gets recharged. So even if I wear through all my Spirit Hearts and start taking Red Heart damage, that's fine. I have effectively infinite Red Hearts as long as I can complete a single wave. And if I can't, then there's something wrong with me, and the game has no fault there. Alright, that was just bad. That was also just bad. Alright, stop. Like, I said that it's okay to take all this damage. I'd rather not, though. You know? If I have the option. Man, I wish I had a high enough luck stat to just make all my tiers razor blades. But, you know, the fact that I'm shooting just straight up razors and nails is totally fine by me as well. Another thing that we picked up, Circle of Protection, by the way. It's a new thing. Not fully comprehending what it does. Like, I've never fully comprehended what it does, is what I should say. It has the chance to seem to, like, fire back some shots, or, like, block some shots. I don't know what triggers that, though, because you can see a lot of shots still just go through like it's not even there, but then some shots get evaporated against it, some turn into homing shots and fire back at the enemy. It's bizarre, and I don't fully understand its mechanics. If anyone wants to enlighten me on them, then I'll be more than happy to listen. Otherwise, I'll probably just spend some time at some point if I remember and go look it up on the wiki. Oh, hey. Get out of here, little horn. I wonder if Big Horn can spawn on Boss Rush. I don't think I've seen any of the Afterbirth Plus bosses actually spawn on Boss Rush in my time playing it. So maybe that's just not something that they put in, that they thought to put in. Or maybe they did, and I'm just forgetting. But doesn't seem like it so far. Alright, you can... Come on, Chad. You're not that strong. Chad and Gertie. Match made in heaven. Alright, I think we're nearing the end of this boss rush. Could be wrong. I feel like we're doing a pretty significant amount of damage to these waves, though. As you can see, we just pretty pretty well decimated the Duke of Flies. Not that he's the be-all, end-all of bosses, of course, but Peep is no slouch, I would say, so the fact that we dealt with him pretty fast there. The Husk and Gemini, actually getting some fairly easy boss waves this time, which I am all for. Haven't even seen the bloat yet, which of course means that it's coming up on the next wave, now that I've said that. Because that's just the way things go here. No, just Gertie Jr. and Dark One. Still pretty bad, if I'm being totally honest. But you know what? Knockback against Gertie Jr. is actually okay. Knocks him off course. Makes him slightly more unpredictable to dodge sometimes, but also makes it so you probably don't have to dodge him as much, so that's fine. Dark One is just eating shit over there in the corner. And you're done, son. Alright, Famine and Polycephalus. What's with all these, like, waves that just involve, like, bosses from the first 2 floors combined together? It's like, oh, it's gonna be the ultimate challenge. Oh, there's the bloat. Bloat and the Fallen? Oh, wait, tear them apart. Tear them a new one. Oh, man, the Fallen just got decimated by the bloat there, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I'm not faring much better, but like I said, down to taking red heart damage now, so that's fine, because I got Yum Heart still. Mega Fatty and who? Adversary. Alright, take out the Adversary. Or maybe try and leave the Adversary alive so that it can hit Mega Fatty. I don't know. I think the Adversary is just too dangerous to leave alive, especially on a big room like this. Freaking Brimstone you from across the map. Mega Fatty is sucking me away from him. This is such a bizarre combination, and I can't believe it's working so well. Ah! Alright, did Mega Fatty die? Mega Fatty died. Maybe he jumped on a spike or something, I don't know. Spike right up the rectum. You know, I feel sorry for him, but I don't feel sorry for him. A Hollow and Pin, again, with these just early game bosses. Apparently, they're proving too much for me, though. Alright, I don't know if Circle of Protection does any, like, actual contact damage at any point. I feel like it should. Maggie's bows appear in the basement regardless. And we got Scatter Bombs, bombs in our bombs. At least gives us some bombs to work with for fucking finally. Could have used them earlier in this floor, but that's fine. We made it work regardless. Let's head on down. Oh, this is gonna end up being a very long run, it seems like. But at the very least, we finally have a completion mark on Maggie. Finally, at least have boss rush completed. That's by far not the completion mark I expected to get on this run, but I am more than happy with it, because Maggie boss rush is actually kind of hard to swing, just because she's so slow right off the bat, that unless you can get some speed upgrades, it's hard to make it in time. But apparently we don't have to make it in time anymore. So good. By the way, Curse of the Unknown on this floor is a little bit of a bitch. But I think just anytime you get hit, just use Yum Heart at the next available opportunity. Like, I'm pretty sure, in fact I know that I'm at full health right now because I blew up that rainbow poop earlier. Head of the Keeper is Penny Tears, which is not going to be huge for us, but, you know, we could get some lucky pennies or something out of this. At the very least, there's no reason not to have Head of the Keeper. Except that we're not firing nails anymore. Aw, man. They still have the damage of nails. They're like nails wrapped in gold coins. It's like on Halloween if you were to get like a chocolate coin, and then you bite into it and there's a fucking rusty ass nail inside. Trick or treat. And then also next to that nail is a razor blade. But the razor blade isn't actually buried in the coin, it's just sticking out of the coin, not hidden at all. I don't know, man. People will go to some ridiculous lengths to ruin a kid's Halloween. Not that I speak from experience, of course, but... Oh, hey, get away from there. Forgot about scatter bombs. Oh, look at all this money that we're now picking up. When you were giving me a heart attack on the last floor, trying to get money. And now you're just throwing it left, right, and center, including in the form of Head of the Keeper. Oh, well. Yeah, like I said, money's not going to be huge for us because we can't access the Hush floor, the Blue Womb, on this run. No matter what we do, I'm pretty sure. But if we come across like a Judgment or something, or just a Wheel of Fortune, could be usable, I suppose. Although I'm not sure I'd even take the time of day to play a Wheel of Fortune at this point. Our run is pretty much set here. Although we are still running somewhat low on HP. Just thanks to that boss rush, but I think we'll still be doing fine, just on the back of Yumheart. So really, all I'm looking for now is to find the bosses and get there as quickly as possible and defeat them. Ideally. Yeah, ideally I want to defeat them. In an unideal world, I just want to, you know, just run up and hug them and fall asleep forever in their soft, pungent arms. Ultra Pride. Am I going to get the left hand out of this? I think I may. Is that worth taking? Yeah, I do get the left hand. And I get fucking 9 lives? That would be a second guppy item, and the left hand could ensure that we get a third guppy item, but this also takes me down to 1 red heart, kind of ruining Yumheart for us. So I think I've gone with this enough that I feel like, and I feel like just in terms of actual survivability, what I've got now is better than trying to swing for the fences and get guppy, especially when it's not even guaranteed. It's just a higher probability thanks to left hand. And you know, it's a higher probability if I also... What else is a higher probability if I take that? Is dying. Just straight up dying, so... And the last thing I want is to just die 9 times to some bullshit room. Just have to grind myself away at it, knowing that I'm not likely to beat it. It's the worst feeling in the world if you, like, get to, like, the Hush fight or something with 9 lives and low HP. Because you just know, like, you're not liable to survive it. And it's like... Just that knowledge that you have to go up against Hush 9 fucking times. Or just, like, you know, reset the run or whatever. But that also comes with its own sense of defeat, you know, so... It's not ideal either. Although, once in a blue moon, you can maybe make that work. You can just, you can go up against Hush with the 9 lives, and, like, on, like, the 4th life, you just have a perfect run and manage to win it, so... Never lose hope. Never let that demotivate you too much. I've fallen into that trap myself before, but I've also been able to pull that sort of thing out. That exact situation, actually. Did the run take maybe like 2 hours because I kept going up against Hush, getting really far into the fight and then dying? You know, maybe, but that's neither here nor there. Apparently the boss is still alive according to the music, but we know better. We're going to take our HP and run. Ooh, look at this lovely little aura that we've got from Circle of Protection. That's kind of cool. Alright, is this a full run reroll? It's not. Okay. I'm actually quite glad about that because I didn't really want to reroll this run. I feel like this run I've gone through thick and thin with, and to abandon it now would be blasphemous almost. We do have Yara. Might be worth something in the future here. In fact, if we can come across some Spirit Hearts, that would probably be the best use case for Yara at this point in the game. Or maybe just like some stone chests or golden chests even. Would also be fine. And it doesn't matter, let me remind you, if I get a deal with the devil on this floor, it doesn't matter. Because it's just going to be a teleport down to Sheol. So, no sense in worrying about red heart damage too much here. Although, now that I think about it, will it be a teleport down to Sheol? There's a point in the game after you unlock a certain number of stuff where that deal with the devil stops being a teleport to Sheol and begins becoming an actual deal with the devil. We might be at that point. Thank you, Old Bandage, for that, by the way. We are just staying alive, like, so easily here somehow. despite taking damage left, right, and center, and not honestly having that great of a loadout. Not a terrible loadout, but still not something you would necessarily expect to win with 100% of the time. But we're managing to keep ourselves alive. Then when you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. In the womb, fighting hush. Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill Mom's heart? It lives! It's not Mom's heart anymore. Oh, fuck. I think the fight is exactly the same, except for the fact that it's it's like an unborn twin of Isaac or some shit. I don't know what's going on here, but enough Portal song parodies. It's time to get serious. Circle Protection, if it can work its magic a little bit here, will actually be pretty good because it's a bullet hell fight. Looks like we're doing okay. And that's it lives for you. We unlocked Cute Baby. Sweet. And now we come to this. We come to a choice. We can either go up or we can go down. I think for this first one, I want to go down. I've talked about Sheol a lot. We've been to Sheol on greed mode. But this is the real Sheol, man. This is what it's all about. Alright. So yeah, the game no longer ends after the Mom's heart, or I guess now after the It Lives fight. Now continues down to this floor, and possibly beyond. That remains to be seen, I suppose, doesn't it? All I know is I gotta get this fucking portal out of here, thank you. And as you might imagine, these floors are going to get quite difficult, quite quickly. If you thought the womb was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet, boys and girls and attack helicopters. It's okay though, it's okay. We've still got our whole Yumheart situation going on, so that's fine. See, the only downside to the Yumheart thing is if we take multiple hits in one room, then that kind of screws us up a little bit. I'll get that out of here. Oh, Jesus. How many of them are there? I can't see. Only one more? Seems like it, yeah. No, there's something else down there. Oh, he's stuck. There we go. Hey, remember when I was scrounging to try and get 15 coins? And now I have 62? Man, what a funny joke. I suppose 62 is just by proxy of having Head of the Keeper here. Jeez, the game is just straight up keeping me alive. Even when I don't have enough Yumheart charges to fill myself up, the game just is like, here, have a red heart on us. Tip your waitress. Enjoy the red heart. Feel like we are probably going the correct direction. The Fallen. Is only one Fallen in here? Sometimes there's like rooms with 2 of them in here. Seems like it's just this guy for the time being, though. So thank goodness for that. Thank you, Infamy, as well. Saving me more often than I'd like to admit. Yeah, we have a decent offensive run and like an extraordinary defensive run. Circle Protection, Infamy, our orbitals moving slowly around us, blocking all these shots. Yumheart and stuff. It's a beautiful life. So I do have a lot of money, so I'm definitely going to be able to get this guy to pay out. What would I like to see? Probably like maybe just the compass or the treasure map or something. Make this a little bit faster going. If I get an HP upgrade out of it as well, then that'll be fine too. Hey, if that's an Emperor card over there, I'll be more than happy. Apparently he just wants to keep on giving me consumables, which I'm also fine with, I guess. Fucking Butterbean. Is this a cruel joke? It's okay, I'm still doing fine. That's the world, which is pretty good. The boss is right up there. Ace of Clubs. Yera. I guess I'll just keep Yera for now. We're kind of run up to that point where, like, Yera is going to no longer matter here. I can just find like a single Spirit Heart or use Yara on that, I guess. But even the odds of that are not super good right now. By the way, do I think I'm going to win this run, knowing what comes up next? Yes, I do think that the potential to win the run is absolutely there. Not if you're doing that kind of shit, though. I do think it would behoove me to explore just a little bit more here, though. Possibly find a Spirit Heart for Yara, and also just to do one more room in order to get Heart charged back up. So I think that would be a wise decision. Also, might as well check out this secret room while we're in the neighborhood. Wait, get away! Ah, Jesus, Scatterbomb's always messing me up. Alright, well, this will give us our Heart charge back. Hopefully we just don't get hit. So if I do, then I'm gonna have to go get another Heart charge. That's fine. Okay, battery. Honestly, I think what you'd use Yara for, because there's no point taking it to the boss, it's not gonna benefit us at all. What could possibly maybe benefit us is this Fool card. If we get down like in the dumps in terms of HP, we can teleport right out and go maybe charge back up our Heart and try again or something. So let's give it a shot. Who's our boss for Sheol, you may ask? It's none other than Satan. Oh man, who else would it be, right? All right, so wait a couple seconds, drop a bomb in, just for that exact reason right there. Start off the fight right. Careful. Got Dead Tooth actually working pretty well there. My god. I've never dodged the fallen shots so well. that was pretty good. All right, now we get into the second phase of the Satan fight, where we fight actual Satan instead of his little minions. It's a pretty cool fight, honestly. I actually really dig the Satan fight. Thank you, Old Bandage, for that one. Like I said, the game just wants to keep me alive. It knows that I really want this Maggie win. And quite frankly, I feel like I deserve it. It was not necessarily an easy run to take this far. By my estimation, anyway. Once I got Hearts, AAA battery, 9-volt, and I got down to this position where I'm only like rocking red hearts, then maybe you can make an argument that it was pretty easy, but oh hey. Oh hey. There's that. I was all ready to end this run, man, but you know what? I could just get the ending. Let's fucking try it, I guess. Hey, let me in. What? Excuse you. Oh, thank you. That was weird. Void just didn't want to let me in. So this is the Void. Guardian Angels appear in the basement. I unlocked Judas, which is from beating Satan for the first time. We'll go watch the ending after this run is over with. But before that, we got the Void to deal with here. So this is interesting. This is a floor that we unlocked just recently. It's actually a new floor to Afterbirth Plus, so I'm not even fully used to it myself. But basically, the gist of it is that for every, I think for every major boss fight after Mom, so, you know, It Lives, Satan, potentially other boss fights, there is a chance, based on whatever boss it is, that you open a Void portal after beating that boss. I think for Satan, it's like a 15% chance or something. Maybe like 20%. For after beating the Hush, it's a 100% chance. And I think for after beating like It Lives, it's like maybe a 10% chance or something. So not great there, but it's possible. But if you want to definitely go to the Void, you have to go fight Hush. But if you get lucky like this, you can actually just go to the Void, not have to worry about fighting Hush. So it's possible that I can get the completion mark for beating the Void on this run, which would be a little insane. I don't know that it's going to work because the boss of the Void floor is actually kind of a nightmare. I would consider him the hardest boss in the game, which is saying quite a lot. The Tick is definitely not something I want right now. AAA battery. Our whole Heart situation is going to be a godsend. on this floor, presumably. By the way, if you don't get the whole gist of this floor, is that it's just kind of an amalgamation of all other floors in the game, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty neat concept. I don't think I want to go in there. Number one, because it could be the boss of the floor. In fact, it's liable to be, and you might say, like, well, definitely the boss of the floor. That's the fucking boss room, dude. But no, don't get fooled, because the boss of this floor may not be the boss of this floor. If you catch my drift, you'll understand. There's multiple boss rooms in the Void, and they all contain different bosses from throughout various points in the game. They can contain any boss in the game, basically, including like major bosses like It Lives and Satan and just shit like that. So we may get spoiled on a boss or two in that regard, but that'll just add to the mystique of when we actually come to fight them later on their own terms, you know? But for now, I want to avoid that boss room. The good thing about having all those bosses to fight is that each boss does drop an item after you beat it. Backing pills. I don't know. The Fool's not that great, but I think there are cards out there that I could swing that could be good. And honestly, actually, the Fool is good, now that I think about it, on this floor, because if I come up against the actual boss, because one of these boss rooms is going to be the actual boss of the floor. And at that point, if I'm not ready for him, like if I want to go back, because ideally what you do on the Void is you go and fight every boss before that boss, and then you go and fight him and hopefully clean his clock. That might not be, you might not have a choice in the matter though, but because of a teleport card like the Fool here, that is definitely within the realm of possibility, because we can enter that fight, see that it's the final boss, and be like, no, thank you. Alright, I have enough range to... Do I have enough range? I do not. Okay. Well, let's just... Oh, but he's going to blow up if I use my orbitals. Here, let's try this instead. There we go. Old classic strats in terms of killing those doppelgangers. So I guess I probably should head back up to that one boss fight and see if that's something I'm interested in. There is a little bit of method to the madness. It's not like any boss could be the final boss fight. I think he's always, like, his boss room is always just really far away, isolated from any other boss room. So that one up there, the first one that we encountered, very well could be it. These two are not liable to be, because they're just right next to each other. So let's see if we can find out here what bosses that we do have to fight. They could be from any point in the game, remember. So Triachnid, it's not so bad. I think this might be actually the first time we've encountered Triachnid. It's a Daddy Longlegs variant. Bit of a weird one. I think he's a reference to actually a different game by Edmund McMillan, which is kind of cool. Mom's Eye in the back of our head is okay. We got Loki, double Loki here. Loki. I've never fully understood how I'm meant to pronounce his name. I always just kind of call him Loki 2. Don't know if that's intended, but it is what it is. Yeah, so you can get, and I'm not sure if like what sort of pool that's the boss items pull from, contract from below, but the fact that like we just got a devil deal item there, and then before that we got like a treasure room item, it makes me think that we got sort of a chaos situation going on here where these items can be pulled from any item pool. Not positive if that's the case. Alright, let's see, is this going to be the actual boss fight? No, this is Headless Horseman. Okay. So normally this guy would actually drop the pony, which it would be a tough call. I'd probably still keep Yumheart because it's keeping me alive. But the flight would be tempting. But it's okay, because in this case, he's not going to drop the pony. At least not likely to drop the pony. Because he's just going to drop something else at random. Guppy's Paw. I could have been fucking Guppy if I'd taken 9 lives. Keep Yumheart, don't use Guppy's Paw. There's still a chance, there's still an outside chance that we become Guppy if we actually come across like Guppy's head from one of these boss fights. Something of the like. By the way, sorry for the extraordinarily long video this time. I did not anticipate both getting to boss rush after 35 minutes and then after like an hour being on the Void. because normally you only gets, or normally in my estimation, you only get to the void if you fight Hush. But there is that chance, obviously, that you can make this sort of thing work. So this is, I don't know if this is going to necessarily be like an hour-and-a-half long video, because the void floor is enormous. And then we still have to like show the endings and everything, and hopefully just beat the boss. I don't know if that's going to be in the realm of possibility here. I kind of wanted to save like this floor for like until I'd done everything else already. But the opportunity presented itself, and I was like, I have to, man. I just have to. I don't have a choice in the matter anymore. Hey, get out of here. I don't know what these skull champions are about, by the way. These ones that have like the permanent fear over their head. I thought I had them figured out at one point. I thought it was like you kill them and it does damage to all enemies on the room. Which would be a cool champion variant that I don't think exists yet. Modders take note. But that does not seem to be what it does. Yeah, I kind of wanted to save this for later on just because the ending itself is, it kind of ties all the pieces together. But you know what? We're mostly not even here for the story of the game. We're here pretty much almost exclusively for the gameplay. At least I am, I think, and I think a lot of you are probably too. The story is interesting, don't get me wrong, it's a good story, it's a cool thing. And the ending here still doesn't fully square things off for us. But it does kind of bring in aspects of a lot of other endings that I don't think we've seen yet. And put them together. But then again, the Hush ending also did that. So, I don't know, man. Regardless, I feel like I should be running into a lot more bosses than I have been. The Louse is not something I'm interested in. Alright, I don't know if this boss is going to be him or not. He's usually in a dead end, I'm pretty sure, so this doesn't feel like it will be. The Bloats. It's not a good boss, but it's not the final boss. The final boss is not the Bloat. It's a guy that I promise we haven't seen yet. Do I think I'm going to beat him? Straight up, I do not. I don't believe that, like, I'm probably not even going to have to worry about showing off the ending because I don't think I'm going to win that fight. Especially not if I'm taking damage like a Dumbo like this. Oh my god. Thank you for putting me in a bit of a better spot, I suppose. Oh, again, also with the HP upgrade. Thanks, old bandage, for that shit. Probably want to try and open this chest without taking damage. Oh well. At least we broke even on that. Okay. So again, I don't think either of these will be it, you know. It's not going to be It by Michael Jackson. A few people actually know that song or that album title is in reference to the final boss of The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. The Forsaken is not it. And it's a little known fact that the King of Pop confided in me specifically before he left this mortal coil. Is it too early for Michael Jackson death jokes? Probably. At any rate. I don't think I've ever actually seen that champion version of Forsaken. Mask of Infamy is fine. It was a definitely a unique variant. He didn't seem that hard. Generally, the black versions of champions tend to, in my experience anyway, be easier than their ordinary counterparts. There we go. More options. Gives us twice as many options on treasure rooms, I think. So, clearly not something we're explicitly interested in right now. Is this gonna be him, maybe? No, that's the lamb! Okay, well, bit of a spoiler here. That's okay, though. This guy is a tough boss in his own right. You might, like, consider, like, if you've never seen this guy before, like, oh, this guy has to be the final boss. Fucking look at him. He's, like, one step up from Satan. He's the fucking lamb. But no, he's the boss of a different floor that we have not accessed yet. Sorry, I was doing my best, like, so early on in the series, like, to get all the endings in order, not go down to Sheol. I've kind of thrown that all out the window now, haven't I? Spoilers out the wazoo, That's okay. No, in the however many hundreds of episodes that we're probably gonna have of this Let's Play, you know how many times we're gonna fight the lamb? I'm sure you can forgive me for the first time being down here in the void, in a basement-like fucking room. I do love this music though. I like how the actual lamb music does play when you fight this guy. It's pretty good. All right, well, that wasn't so good. We got some chanting going on. Reminds me of the fucking fire temple in Ocarina of Time. Mom's pad is gross, but that does contribute towards the mom transformation. Is that him down there? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't fit the bill. We are like in the alley of bosses apparently. If you look at the map, like look at this. This is weird. All right, head on in. Monstro 2. That's not him. The final boss of Binding of Isaac. Monstro 2. No, it's, guys, don't worry. It's actually going to be Monstro 3. So, Monstro 3, Revenge of the Sith. Monstro 7, The Force Awakens. The part where you don't know who Monstro's dad is. And then Monstro 8, where you finally learn. Alright, the Halo is honestly amazing. I'll take this just for old time's sake, I suppose. Alright, 99 goddamn cents. Thank you, Head of the Keeper, I suppose. Tinted rock there. Could be very valuable. I am starting to get a little more confident in our chances of surviving the final boss. Not hugely. That might be him. It's far enough away from other boss fights. It's in a dead end here. Kind of fits all the criteria. So if it is, I think I will use the Fool card just in order to finish up exploring the void. Press every advantage that I can, you know. Because I think I may have already beaten every boss in the void. I've fought a lot of bosses in the past little bit here. But there's still a little bit that could be explored, so let's check this out. That's him! Fucking Delirium. Alright. I'll be back. Hold that thought, Delirium. Let me take a quick peruse of the surrounding area here. There may still be another boss about. That would be good if that's the case. Don't think I want safety scissors. Because I don't think Delirium can actually spawn any like troll bombs or anything. If he could, then that would be, I mean, maybe he can. I don't know. He's a weird boss. You're gonna see. You saw a little bit of it when we just stepped in there and took a peek, but when we actually go back and fight him, you're gonna understand the full force of Delirium. It's a very interesting boss from a lore standpoint as well. That's a discussion for another day, I suppose. Alright. Like, at this point, I feel like I might as well just, you know, keep on exploring until there's nothing left, right? I could come across, like, another tinted rock or something. Just random spirit hearts dropping. This could also be a mistake, like, I could just take a bunch of fucking damage. That's also a possibility, but I'm gonna endeavor not to, and there are batteries all strewn about now, so that'll help mitigate that. So I can just use Yum Heart to stave off the damage. Alright. Working our way slowly back towards Delirium. The Cancer Trinket is huge. I do want that for the Delirium fight, but I want to keep AAA battery as I explore the rest of the void here, just in case. But do not forget that the Cancer Trinket is there. I don't think it's going to be the savior. Like, it's not like it's going to be the one that guarantees the win or anything, but it'll be a contributing factor for sure. Because the Cancer Trinket, I believe, can break the tier cap and make you fire faster than you've ever thought possible. So consider that. Alright, looks like we've only got a couple rooms left here. And then we're going balls deep in the Delirium fight. This Mom's Eye pickup was actually honestly pretty good too. Being able to fire like so fast in multiple directions like this. Well, check that out. This is a Spirit Heart. I'm going to feel so justified. Not just money. Okay. Alright, well that's probably it. I could explore for a secret room, but, you know, looking at that map, I don't think that's my idea of a good time. Could have been lucky pennies, you never know. Grab the Cancer Trinket. And, I guess this is it. Let's do it. Magdalene versus Delirium. Of all the characters I anticipated fighting Delirium with first, I think Magdalene was probably, like, the last one, if I'm being honest. Except for the ones that I haven't unlocked yet, because obviously I can't fight Delirium with them first. You can see he's a bit nasty in terms of the amount of bullets he produces. He's also, like, turning into other bosses intermittently, which is really cool. It's a really cool concept for a boss, honestly. I like it. Some people aren't as big of fans, and he seems to have a proclivity to turn into bosses that appeared on the run earlier. I think he can turn into actually just any boss, but he seems to favor bosses that you've already faced, not just in the void, but throughout the entire rest of your run. All right. Well, that's our Yum Heart charge, so that's out the window. So hopefully we can get some good advantages out of Old Bandage. You can also see he has a fuck ton of HP. Look at how much damage we've done to him so far. And he's only gonna get harder as time wears on here. Let me get rid of that thing. The adversary, get out of here. And he can become also like any boss. Like you saw, he became It Lives earlier. He also becomes this little haunt from time to time, which I don't fully understand. He's two bosses at the same time now. Good. Did he like turn into a boss rush wave or something? Okay. I didn't realize he could quite do that. Become two bosses for the price of one, but oh geez, now he's just a gurgling without any Delirium skin over him. So I don't know. Okay, two bad hits there in the span of like 0 seconds. Like I said, I don't think the likelihood of beating Delirium is very high. You can see how little damage we've done and how much he's done to us. Like, my god, I can't even get a good beat on him to, like, get consistent damage off. That's his true form, so get any damage on there that you can, I suppose. Still no Old Bandage payouts, unfortunately, by the looks of things. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for those little tinges of red heart amid the chaos here. Alright, that is Peep, not the bloat, so I don't have to be too worried. Sometimes it can be difficult to tell. Oh god. And yeah, that's the thing too, is that sometimes he just like teleports straight up behind you, or on top of you, or changes the fucking game, like that. So I don't know what that's fully about either. Like there's a lot about this Delirium fight that remains to be seen. Oh, that's Old Bandage. Oh god. No Old Bandage that time. Old Bandage is so good when it happens because it's basically just a free hit. Look, even if we die here to Delirium, I can die knowing that I've accomplished a lot more on this run. It'll go down. Oh, that's Big Horn. Get out of here. It'll go down as quite the special run in my mind. And, you know, even if we die here, there's a chance we can keep the run going. Guppy's Collar is a thing. Okay, where'd he go? There he is, he pinned. Now he's Mom. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you really gotta listen for those sound cues for what he may or may not be doing. It's Peep now. Peep with one eye missing as well. Which means he's getting down there in HP. This is a fucking war of attrition and a half. I don't, like, look at this. The fact that I'm managing to dodge even a little bit of this barrage is kind of a miracle to me. I think Infamy has probably saved us a couple times, and I just haven't seen it because of everything that's going on. Oh, Lord. Amazed I did not get hit there. That seemed unavoidable. But again, pretty good defensive run here. Watch out for the feet of Triachnid. Watch out for that! Holy shit. He's getting angry. He's getting pinker. Watch out for It Lives. Watch out for the adversary. My god, it's like boss rush on fucking steroids. Oh, lordy. I feel like I've entered the Matrix. Is this what real life is like? Oh. No. There's a pot there that blocked me. He became mom for a second. I don't know what happened with that. Come on. He's down like 2/3. Still probably not going to win. But I have to admit, I'm gaining hope. I feel invincible. I don't know what's happening. There's a single fucking spider there. Don't let that hit you. Oh, okay. No old bandage payout, so we're living on the edge of glory here. Is that the bloat? I can't tell. He's not doing anything. What? That was scary. Oh, fuck. I love the look of these bosses, though, with their fucking... That's the lamb. Monster 2, no. Oh my god, Guppy's collar. You're gonna make me go through that again? Are you fucking mental? Alright, well, let's not squander this, I guess. Like, holy shit. No reason to pick up AAA battery, by the way, just because... Ooh. If there's like a hangman card somewhere, then I can make use of that. Actually, you know what? Just do this. Just use your use bombs wisely. There we go. Oh, I can't believe this run is still gonna be going. There is a single room there. Might as well clear it out. But yeah, there's no point picking up AAA battery because there are no rooms left to clear that AAA battery will get us charged from. So blow up these mushrooms because why not? Could have been something good. There are some hearts up there, so might as well load up. This is actually, like, I was joking when I said this is going to be an 1.5 hour long run. Did not anticipate that. Is the tick worth it? I think it, like, restores 1 heart when I walk in. Hold on, if we end up having to fight... Oh! Oh! He's beginning to believe. Okay, if you're not following, Guppy's Paw is amazing. Also, blow up these skulls. And those blue fires back there as well will blow up. Head in here, grab this. No point in getting another half heart because it actually won't help us at all. But if I can find one, I'd be comfortable with it. Guppy's collar is huge. Well, Guppy's collar is huge. It actually just saved the run like a second ago. Does AWAS? AWAS isn't going to do anything here, is it? No. Okay, didn't think so. Pheromones isn't much better, but... blow this up. Could be a secret room as well. No. Okay. Check this out. Not worth it. Okay. I mean, that card may be worth it. Can I get the card out of there? Hold on. I've come this far. I've embraced the fact that I'm probably going to lose this run. No matter what I do. But I gotta give it my all, man. Alright, I'm going to save my bomb. So let me head back. I'm at all the HP that I'm going to need. You go back up here. Yumheart's not going to help us in the fight at all, but what will help is Guppy's collar. Guppy's paw, I mean. I keep calling it that because I'm just so stressed out. But what we can do is whenever we take a hit... onto the Delirium fight, we'll have an empty heart container that we can then use Guppy's Paw to convert into 3 Spirit Hearts, which is another 3 hits. So we have, it might not, like, we have a decent amount of HP there, but we have way more HP than it even looks like we have. This is going to be huge. This could secure the win. I don't know. Based on how we did in the last fight, let's get ready for a slog, because it's still going to take a while, because he's back at full HP here. But look at this mess that we made last time we were in here, man. Alright. I guess maybe Safety Scissors would have been the right call, because there's War here. War Delirium can summon bombs. But I think the Cancer Trinket is ultimately going to be better. So, the fact that you have a very, very high amount of HP in reserve with Guppy's Paw does not mean you can just take hits all willy-nilly. You still have to be A+ on your dodge game. Ideally, what happens here is we just go through the fight not having to worry about using Guppy's Paw. It's not going to happen, I can almost guarantee it. But that's the goal that you want to shoot for. This is so stupid how this run is still going on at this point. I don't know. This might be like the single longest Isaac run I have ever had. In terms of just like, I don't know, just straight up like longevity. And how far I've gotten and how much I've accomplished. Oh my god, that's weird. That's really weird looking. We were not meant to see It Lives from that angle. Still haven't taken a hit, which of course just jinxed me, I'm sure, but we're slowly wearing him away. This damage is so bad. I mean, it's actually pretty good damage. It's just Delirium has like 10,000 HP or some garbage. I don't believe he has boss armor or scaling health though, so he's not. He might have boss armor. That might be a thing. But I don't believe he has scaling health. So he's not as much of a pain in that regard as like the Hush or Ultra Greed. So if you did have like a strong enough run, which would have to be very, very strong, you could theoretically like one-shot him, I guess, if you're doing 10,000 damage per shot. But that's reserved for only the most insane of runs, I believe. So we did use Guppy's Collar once, and then we got hit again right after that. But as you can see, we're in a better spot than we were when we entered this fight. We're 1 HP up from there, in terms of just raw HP, not containers, but... The one downside to this strategy, by the way, is that if it doesn't work, if I just take, like, so many hits that I still end up dying regardless, and then I get brought back with Guppy's Collar, I'm just finished, because then I don't have all the HP containers that I had. I'll come back with, like, half a Spirit Heart or something. And then I'm just up a creek, unless I can somehow take on Delirium on half a Spirit Heart and pull off the win of the century. But if it gets to that point, honestly, Guppy's Collar, if you're listening, don't bring me back. If I die on this run, on this battle, after all is said and done, do not bring me back. I will cry if I have to even try to endure that. Doing alright so far, though. He's almost halfway down. If this does succeed, this will be like the worst run of all my runs that I've ever taken to Delirium, by the way. Like, normally I go to Delirium... What? It's Ultra Pride? I didn't know that they could become mini-bosses. Weird. Like, normally when I go to Delirium, it's a knockout win. Like, I go into the fight knowing that I'm going to take him down in probably like 30 seconds to a minute, tops. This is not that, as you might have gathered. Oh, hey, Bighorn. Thanks for teleporting right behind me. You're a real pal. That's possibly the bloat. I don't know. That's Loki, too. Alright. Sorry if the commentary on this fight is a little haphazard, by the way, if I'm just like saying what boss he turns into. I'm sure you can discern that for yourselves. What is this fire, by the way? I don't fully understand. I don't want to touch it because I'm pretty sure it'll hurt me. Is it a fire that came out of the maw there? Or Mega Maw? and just got frozen. Frozen like a roast turkey. I'm Patrick Stewart. That's not Patrick Stewart's voice. Oh god, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Pardon me, this has been like, I've been here for like an hour and a half. So, the commentary is certainly going more off the rails than it even normally does. Guppy's Paw got used a second time there. But this is around the point where we were like on like 2 HP in our first Delirium fight. And we're at like, what, 9? So I think we might have this in the bag. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched at any time, because as you get into like the final third of the Delirium fight, he goes fucking buck wild. As we saw a little bit in the previous fight. But these fucking laser eyes, by the way, are the worst of all worlds. Because I can't block them with Infamy or my ball bandages, big fan, any of those. By the way, big ups to them. I will save that heart right there from old bandage on the off chance that I actually do need it. Effectively gives me 1 extra hit, which I do not believe I will need. So against all fucking odds, after making a straight up misplay, by the way, was forgetting about Guppy's Paw before the first Delirium fight, because then I would have been in this exact position, but on my first fight. By all accounts, I should be dead on this run. This run should be over by now. Should have been over a fucking long time ago. Should have been over after the Satan fight, realistically. But here we are, by the grace of Guppy's Collar. And I mean, to be fair to me as well, I did pick up Guppy's Collar. It's an item that I wanted to make advantage of. So the fact that it did happen, even though it was like only a 50% chance, still, it's part of my strategy. Even if it is luck-based, but there's so much luck-based in this game. Can you stop that, Delirium? Can you stop with what you're doing right now? Is that Carrion Queen? That's the lamb. Alright, use Guppy's Paw again. Wait, use Guppy's Paw again. Alright. This is fucking... I can't even. Just keep hitting this lamb body. Oh, that's what these fires are. They're from the lamb body. I see. They're such weird colored fires. I was wondering like where they'd come from. Is that lamb body just gonna like just stay there forever? Because if so, that might be a good idea to just go sit over there and just tear into it. By the way, don't ask me how I'm dodging all these bullets. I honestly couldn't tell you. I couldn't begin to tell you. I'm just counting it all up to my orbitals and Mask of Infamy. Or just Infamy, I guess, is the item's name. As you can see, I was not kidding when I said Delirium goes buck wild, though. But he's so close. The angel... Ah! Come on, man. I just want this run to be over. I want to go have lunch. For the love of all that is... Why did Larry Jr. just appear on top of me? Oh, is that it? This might be it. He goes into like his death throes and does this fucking nonsense for a little while, and then... Delirium is no more. Oh my god. Didn't even use my pheromones pill. How about them apples? Let's grab all this money, because it's mine. I deserve it. Let's see the ending. Good lord. There you go. That's basically the story all pieced together there. We got Eucharist in the basement. Delirious has appeared in the basement for beating Delirium the first time. Make of that cutscene what you will. I'm not going to try to analyze it here because we spent so much time. We got this as well for beating Satan. If you remember that happened on this run. Oh god, like 40 minutes ago. Yeah, so you have to be sitting 6 more times in order to fill out that sort of puzzle thing there. Also, one last thing before we end off here. When we go to the endings, show off ending 12, because we did unlock that as well for beating Satan, so let's see it. Back in the days when endings were simple little snippets like that, instead of the final ending. That's what we just saw there for the record. So we skipped ahead a little bit, but that's okay. Did also unlock Judas here, so that'll be something to try possibly in the next video. And we got all this stuff. So now that post-it notes all bloodied around the edges, signifying that we have defeated Delirium. We also have Mom's Heart there, Boss Rush, and Satan. So after all that fucking nonsense with those Maggie runs in the past, we knocked out like 4 things at once there. That feels good. That's gonna have to be it for this video though. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you did watch this long, you are a braver man than I. Or a braver woman. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and or comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more Isaac videos. I post daily Isaac videos at noon Mountain Time. Not all of them are an hour and 40 minutes, I promise that. For the time being, though, that's going to be it. Thank you everyone for watching. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.